The Dancing Treetops Family Farm Food Forest and Garden Tour, June 2025.
Welcome to Dancing Treetops Family Farm YouTube channel.
Today we're going to take you on a tour of the Dancing Treetops Family Farm Dream.
It's been a year since we started documenting our journey with this YouTube garden channel, and today we are going to bring you along as we walk through our Organic Zone 9B food forests and gardens, which have more than 250 varieties of medicinal and edible plants, plus lots of pollinators, companion plants, and a few decorative plants as well.
We call it the Dancing Treetops Family Farm Dream because most of our plants, including fruit trees, are grown in containers since we're still looking for the perfect location for the Dancing Treetops Family Farm.
Growing our own food means going back to our roots.
While Mom grew up on a conventional farm and Dad studied conventional farming, we now follow regenerative, sustainable, no-till growing practices without using synthetic fertilizers and pesticides.
We've got 5 kids. Our oldest is 22 and our youngest is 5. And they are the main reason why we left the city behind 9 years ago.
We started growing our own food when our oldest son was born. We left us on a fire escape. We moved on to a few pepper plants in a tiny shared backyard. And for years we had a mango tree towering over the duplex we rented in South Florida. But we both grew up growing food, foraging, and tending to animals. So the Dancing Treetops Family Farm Dream is our way of giving the kids a little of what we had growing up, being in tune with nature and picking fruits of trees and bushes.
Dad's a teacher and Mom's a stay-at-home mom, so we're on a tight budget and go from seeds and cuttings. Use what we have to make more plants, and we also rescue plants.
We're on a mission to build good soil and grow good food without using harmful chemicals. Combining permaculture with agroforestry, regenerative growing practices, and working with nature is our way of farming for the future.
We have big ideas, taking one step at a time toward realizing our dreams. We still live on the outskirts of town, but the city is moving closer every year.
Before we get to our food forest and garden tour, we want to thank all of you for being here and watching our videos. Please consider hitting the like button and consider subscribing to our channel. Whenever you watch, like, save, share, and subscribe to our channel, you support our dream of expanding the Dancing Treetops Family Farm. And we can't wait to take you along on our journey.
Before we start the tour, we're going to give you a look back on what our food forest used to look like.
This is our wood chipper. This used to be full of palmettos. It's gonna be our backyard one day. This area is where we've been cutting down palmettos. We've been starting to cut down some of them, but we've got a lot more left. This is our vegetable garden. We grow potatoes, tomatoes, corn, watermelon, and other types of food.
We call it the Dancing Treetops Family Farm Dream because we are not where we want to be yet. We have a little more than an acre that we grow our food on, but we only grow for our own family. The dream is to get enough acreage that we can create a U-pig food forest with a variety of fruits and greens that we can provide to the public, to food forest lovers, to plant lovers, to nature lovers just like you. Imagine a U-pig farm that's a combination of a food forest and a botanical garden. That's what we're looking to create. And so the Dancing Treetops Family Farm Dream is the space where we create, where we experiment, where we make more plants, where we learn and gain skills. And it's where we get tons of food for our own family. We grow our food without any chemicals, without any pesticides and herbicides. We use natural fertilizers, organic fertilizers. If anything, And it is just a way for us to feel peace about the food that we serve our kids and that we serve for ourselves. We have 4 main areas where we grow our food. This is our in-ground food forest. Then we have the mostly container food forest area. We have a sunny container food forest next to the side of our home, and a front yard food forest area where most of the plants are also grown in containers with a few things in the ground. And today we're going to take you on a tour of everything. So this is going to be a long video. This is our in-ground food forest area, which is very close to the road. But in the beginning, this was the only area where we could really grow something because we had sun here and it didn't flood. Let me show you what we have. So up here in the front is where we have the wood chip piles, where local tree trimmers can come and drop off wood chips, and we are so grateful that they do. We'd rather that they come and give them to us instead of taking them to the landfill. Up here in the front, you can see we have lots of sweet potatoes and boniatos that we use to feed our family and our chickens. Just harvested some not too long ago. I'm going to see if I can plug that in. This one right here. Let's see if there's anything on it. Yep, there's something on it. Look at that. Beautiful. The chickens will get most of the greens. We get the sweet potatoes and boniatos, and if I find some greens without any damage, I will also add those to dinner. Aren't those beautiful? Got some more over here that I harvested. Right here we have our shampoo ginger in front of the unknown banana patch. These are bananas that we've been given by other people, bananas that we don't know the variety of. We're going to see if they're any good, and if they are, we will make more. So we have a pagoda flower right behind the shampoo ginger. I'm going to bring a shovel along because you just never know. And in Florida we got lots of critters, lots of snakes. In the front we have some chaya, a loquat. We just cut down this titonia, Mexican sunflower, a Haas avocado that came from the compost pile. We have some teardrop hibiscus, some edible ginger right here, with more chaya. And then we have our black beauty mulberry that fruited for the first time this year, but we never got to try it because someone came in and chopped it down. You can check out our video, Food Forest Vandalism, to learn more about what happened. We have more chaya, some beautyberry, and if you turn around here, you'll see we have more bananas. Isn't that beauty? Chaya everywhere. We use chaya as green manure for the other plants. Sweet potatoes everywhere. Some taro. Cranberry biscuits with some citrus. Over here we have some more Mexican sunflowers. They are one of our main fertilizers for the garden, so we just grow them wherever we can. We have a pumpkin, maybe a Seminole pumpkin or some sort of squash. I volunteer if it's not a Seminole pumpkin. The only pumpkins we've actually planted around here would be the Seminole pumpkin, but time will tell. Down here we experimented with some perennial peanut to see if the perennial peanut will create a ground cover in part shade. Time will tell. Then we have some grapevines over here that we originally had around the house, but they have seeds in them, and the only ones eating These grapes were our youngest son, myself, and the chickens. So they got put in food for us, and they will provide food for the wildlife. I have some native plants, Florida firecrackers. The hummingbirds love them. We have a little bit of elderberry over here, but that's about it for this front yard food forest area. We have a lot of shade in here, some dapple light, but the fact that it's so close to the road makes us hesitant to put many things over here, especially after the vandalism incident. Next to the in-ground food forest area, we have a wild patch. We used to have a blackberry bramble in between a whole bunch of palmettos. This up front used to be full of palmettos. We cut them down and covered them with wood chips, and most of them have stayed down. And what happened was that these blackberry brambles all of a sudden got room to grow, and while they're really thorny, they provide a food source for ourselves and for the animals, so we just let them grow. And then we have this volunteer elderberry in the middle. What a beauty it is. We grow a lot of elderberries. I grew up with elderberries as a child, and it is just one of those things that my family used to eat during the fall season when it was flu season. And when we moved here to Northeast Florida and saw that they were growing wild, it was no brainer. And we have been propagating lots of elderberries. We have them everywhere on the property, but this one is a volunteer, and look how tall it is, with lots of elderberries coming. You can see the blackberry brambles from the other side. They're almost ready. Oh, there are a couple here. Our oldest son has been over here picking some. He loves this blackberry bramble patch, and he was one of the kids who tried to get in and get to them before we were able to get the palmettos down around them. So he's very excited to have this access. In this native area, we also have a lot of Biden's alba and Florida Bethany that have seeded themselves. But this is the only area that we just kind of let go wild, because those plants really tend to spread a lot. But one day they'll be part of our native food forest pig area. This is one of a few areas in the food forest where we have full sun. So we've made a little chili pepper patch in here that we pick some peppers from every week. And we've left some palmettos up just to kind of hide them from the road. This is the spot where we showed you from years ago. We have the wood chipper right here, and this used to all be palmettos. And right here we have the latest rescues from Andrea's property that was going to be torn down and developed into Airbnbs. I think we've had an armadillo come in here. These are Andrea's amaryllis. Beautiful. Look how big this is. So pretty. Monstera, amaryllis, some cedars, and these are the pawpaws. The big one looks very sad. Still hoping it'll come back. The small ones look okay. Then let's see what we have down here. This is a new area we just lifted. We've got a bunch of persimmons, cedars. Most of them are eastern red cedars, loquats, beautyberries, and I need one of these leaves to rub on my skin. We have been getting rain, and that means mosquitoes out. But the beautyberry leaves actually help a little bit. Let's see what I've got over here. This one is a native azalea, the Piedmont. Then we have Simpson stopper right here. These are cotton roses grown from seed. Then we have a rusty black heart. This is from an Arbor Day tree giveaway. More beauty berries. I think these are scarlet hibiscus. Some elderberry. This is one of our living walls with maypops on it. You can see we actually have some coming right here. They're so pretty. Right here in front of the living wall, we've got chia growing as a part of the living wall. Then we have a Dolgo crabapple with some lavender that was grown from cuttings. This is the Cerisa japonica grown from a cutting. More lavender down here. Dolgo crabapples grown from cuttings. Lemongrass grown from lemongrass that we got at the grocery store. We've got a video for that if you want to see how to do that. Beautiful and bushy. Cranberry hibiscus. Down here we've got some collard trees that the armadillo keeps on digging up. There's a little bit of root on it. Hopefully it'll survive. I'm going to give it some water. It is a constant battle against the armadillo here because we do not have any fencing up around the property. So that is one thing we'll definitely do once we get the farm. Lots of firebush, beautyberry, part of the living fence. This is a peach grown from a pit, a seed grown peach, and it's thriving. Some hibiscus grown from cuttings. Over here we have lots and lots and lots of ever-bearing mulberries grown from cuttings. Down here you can see our propagation bins. Let's see if we can find something in here. Well, this one looks like it's about to burst open. Let's take a look what's in here. I don't think that's something I planted. Is it? Maybe. No. This is a weed. These are weeds. Not planted. Weeds not planted. Weeds not planted. Let's see what's in here after we pull up the weeds. Let's see what we have in here. These are red plums. Yes, red plums. Red plums grown from cuttings. Can't beat that. Let's go and find the red plum trees. These are two of our red plum cuttings from last year. I just cut one down to make it push out a little bit more. But hit that subscribe button and stay tuned so you can see our upcoming videos for how to grow plum trees from cuttings and from seed.
This is a Blackberry trellis that we built not too long ago. You can go online and check out our video that we did on making this. Over here we're going to build another Blackberry trellis because we have so many Blackberry plants.
So one thing we did was we added this little fencing to create a trellis for our black velvet beans. They are coming slowly, but they're coming. And then we have lots of different varieties of Zone 9B thornless blackberries. We have Natchez, Apache, Osage, Uchita, and a few other mystery varieties that we don't know the name of. And then of course we will keep on propagating them. You can see one here that we are propagating to make another one. Look at the size of this Osage blackberry. Isn't that amazing? This is a thornless blackberry.
One of my favorite things to do is picking wild blueberries in the woods.
Oh, you got quite a harvest there. It's kind of early for blueberry season, but more will come. This is a huge wild blueberry patch. And they're not quite ripe yet over here, but you can see we have lots. They're loaded. Loaded with blueberries. Maybe it's going to be a late May, early June harvest. Look how big they are. While we have loads of wild blueberries on our property, we are novice growers of commercial blueberries. This is our little attempt to try to at least preserve some of our blueberries this year, because usually they get eaten by the wildlife. We have many different varieties that are supposed to grow well here in northeast Florida. So 9B, we've got Sweet Crisp, Windsor, Tiff Blue, Premier. Let's see what else we have. This is a Tiff Blue. Trying to see. There's so many, I don't even remember the names. Brightwell. This is a Brightwell. At this point, we still do not have experience enough to tell you which ones will do well and which ones won't, but we are trying them out to see which ones we want to proceed with. And then we're just figuring out how to keep the wildlife out of our harvest. It might not look like we have a lot, but this is actually the most we've ever had. But this netting does not go all the way to the bottom, because we were trying to experiment with whether it's okay to just have overhead netting or if we need to completely enclose them. But it is blueberry picking time. Finally, we have been harvesting wild blueberries for 5 weeks now, and they are still going strong, so it's nice to be able to then follow up with the commercial varieties.
Picking blueberries.
Oh, you find some big ones?
Yeah.
Just put both of them in and we'll give the green one to the chicken. But try to get the blue ones. There's some up here. Those are the Brightwell ones. Is it good?
Mm-hmm. Look at the ear, yeah.
We don't have any irrigation in the food forest, and that is the one thing that we truly believe that you need if you are growing blueberries in Florida. That is definitely irrigation. So we are not trying to get too many blueberry bushes in until we can find a spot where we can put them in the ground and get some drip irrigation on them, because watering these by hand with rainwater, it's quite cumbersome and sometimes even impossible. We've done our best, and we are learning from our mistakes, and we are learning new things about these blueberries all the time.
Whoa.
Do you see any?
I think there's some over here.
Just a tiny one.
Yes.
Where did it go, Pax?
Right here. See that? Hey! It's doing this. That's a lot.
big one.
Yeah. It's like a fat thing.
For the tree collection. How many did you get? Wow. Just for a couple of sprouting potatoes from the grocery store? Very good. Good job, buddy. We have run out of storage, so I guess this is going to be part 1 of the Dancing Treetops Family Farm tour. So make sure to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for part 2. If you're looking for inspiration to grow your own food without chemicals and without breaking the budget, check out our playlist, Make More Plants, Garden Tips, Propagating Fruit Trees, How to Grow from Seeds, and much more. Or browse our YouTube channel page to find the right video for you.
We hope you'll follow along as we document the journey to our dreams. Hit that like button and subscribe so you won't miss a thing.
Thank you for watching, and thank you for making the world a little greener.